Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble are breaking up. Allegedly, he's asking for a big payday. Insiders reveal that Corey has put his own career on hold whenever him and Kris started dating. They've been together for over 10 years. Insiders are saying he feels like he is the glue that has kept this family together, and he's not leaving without compensation.
I wouldn't want to be in the shoes of either Kim or Beyonce right now because Corey Gamble is out here threatening to leak their private freak-off tapes with Diddy if Kris Jenner doesn't agree to pay him over $100 million in settlement for his time with her. Mind you, Kris didn't marry this man just so she could avoid having to pay him a dime when they finally separate. But it looks like Corey was plotting his own way to still get that check regardless. And now Kim and Beyonce have been dragged into it. Word on the street is Kris bought Kim and Beyonce's freak-off tapes from Diddy just months before Cassie filed her lawsuit. And Corey actually got a glimpse of it. No one is really surprised about Kim being involved in this mess because she already has a tape out there with Ray J. And Ray J came out a while back to reveal that Kris paid him to do that tape with Kim. Beyonce, on the other hand, is the one who really had people gagging because we thought she was a saint. But baby, it's looking like we've been lied to. This entire mess started when Radar Online put out an explosive article titled, "Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble are on the brink of a split. Mama's much younger boy toy planning to demand a massive payout, or he's spilling Kardashian family secrets." This was the last thing anyone was expecting to wake up to. But baby, if you thought that headline was messy, according to reports, Kris and Corey have been going through it for a while and recently started talking about possibly breaking up. But Corey isn't willing to walk away unless he's compensated $100 million for staying with Kris and apparently being her protector for the last 10 years. Sources told Radar Online the relationship has been hanging by a thread for a long time now. They can't seem to go anywhere without arguing. Kris constantly ridicules him in public and he's not taking it anymore. He refuses to be Kris's doormat and now everyone knows the score. It's just a matter of time before they go their separate ways. People were shocked to hear about him threatening to reveal the family secrets, but the news about the breakup wasn't actually that surprising. Back in June of this year, when the Kardashians attended Jeff Bezos' wedding, Kris and Corey were trending for the wrong reasons after a video went viral of Corey getting into a heated exchange with Kris when they boarded the water taxi. It's unclear what exactly caused And just a few weeks ago, they were caught arguing again during Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour. This time the fight got so heated that Kris walked away from Corey and Khloe had to step in and calm Corey down. Kris literally left him talking to himself, y'all. It's clear as day that she's over this man. And honestly, he's over her too. But it doesn't mean he's going to let her dump him and just move on without getting anything in return. Unfortunately, he's taking his anger out on Kim and Beyonce. Now, when it comes to the exact content of what he has against them, no one really knows, but people think they have an idea. And according to them, it's all linked to those alleged freak-off tapes they have with Diddy. People started digging into Kim's connections to Diddy when she unfollowed him right before his house got raided. Even when everyone was on his neck for the Cassie lawsuit, she was still riding for him up until just a few hours before that raid. Word on the street is that she got tipped off it was about to happen and decided to detach herself from him, just in case they found something that could tie back to her too. From there, people started digging deeper. And they actually found a lot of receipts that seemingly proved Kim's. Apparently, Kim had been working with a shady Hollywood manager and owner of the management company TriStar Sports, Lou Taylor. Now, for those of y'all who don't know Lou, she is the owner of the entertainment firm where she manages several celebrities, including Diddy, Justin, and all the Kardashians. Lou was reportedly also the mastermind behind Britney Spears' conservatorship, but that isn't even the worst of it. If y'all remember, Kris Jenner got exposed a while ago for opening up a church called California Community Church, where all the members are required to pay $1,000 a month as a membership fee and donate over 10% of their earnings as tithe.
Y'all, 24 hours before the raid, Kim Kardashian decides to unfollow Diddy, right? Well, come to find out, this person by the name of Lou Taylor is apparently Diddy's manager. And this Lou Taylor woman is also on the board of Hillsong's church home. Follow me, go with me. They are doing all of this, child, in the name of the Lord. Just follow the story. Now, to cover myself, everything in this video is alleged, honey. This is what I digged up, and I don't know how much truth is to it, but there's reportings, okay? So everything that I'm saying is allegedly. Keep that in mind. So, Lou Taylor apparently is paying off, allegedly, some of Diddy's victims from this slush fund through some church fund, okay? Not only that, Kim Kardashian mama has been making these girls pay 10% tithes to some church that Lou Taylor and her husband is basically owner, co-owner, or whatever. So I was like, let me look into this Lou Taylor person. I'm thinking Lou Taylor was a guy who was a woman with a husband, whole husband, and they doing ministry and everything. Now, mind you, y'all remember the whole thing with Britney Spears? So come to find out, Lou Taylor, this gets deep, y'all, hold on. Okay, so Lou Taylor is the CEO of TriStar Sports and Entertainment. She's like a business manager icon. Now, Mike, do y'all know the Lohans? What's the Lindsay Lohan? So she apparently, allegedly, she has been behind most of these stars' conservatorship situations, especially Britney Spears. So before we talk about Britney, Mike Lohan, which is the Lohan girl, Lindsay Lohan's daddy, accused Lou Taylor and the mama Dina Lohan for trying to put Lindsay Lohan in a conservatorship concerning her money. Also, allegedly, there's a lawsuit from 2021 with Astroworld tragedy, and she's being sued for employment discrimination. This is what this Lou lady is. Now, Lou Associates maintain intense control also over Britney Spears' life and money. And she was behind even the conservatorship of why Britney Spears had that conservatorship, because she ended up becoming the business manager and took over the financial pieces of Britney Spears' whole situation.
This is something that Lou and her husband have allegedly been doing for years, and they've made millions of dollars in the process. In fact, during the time the Free Britney movement was going on, some of Britney's fans also dug into the whole situation and discovered that Kim and her entire family had profited a whopping $600 million from Britney's conservatorship. One fan who made this discovery even posted, "If you're Lou Taylor and you need to hide $600 million, would Kim's estate be a logical place to try and hide it?" According to the conspiracy, the money could have been moved from Britney's trust to Stonebridge, then to Panama, back into the US through Kim's trust, and eventually over to Kylie Jenner. Now, when it comes to Beyonce, there have also been long-standing rumors about her being connected to Diddy. But the allegations got even messier when lawyer Ariel Mitchell went on national television and hinted at Beyonce being in a freak-off tape that was allegedly being auctioned off to the highest bidder. She didn't explicitly mention Beyonce's name, but she revealed that a client had reached out to her to represent them in the sale.
Just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because...
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again. Back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
Yes.
the shopping thing is
Yes,
new.
there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of, and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before. So like a catch and
kill, correct.
Wow. Can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No,
this
I can't
tape.
explain who the person was, but Mr.
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really? Really? And you've seen it? Or
I've seen stills of the video.
Okay.
So
you can verify
that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video, and I can tell the video was graphic in nature.
Oh my. All right. So we know that he videotaped a lot of activities at his home, Diddy. And it sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes. This was actually in his Atlanta home, at
Okay.
a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so it's, to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping, like they're being surreptitiously recorded it.
All right.
She didn't mention the name of the celebrity, but many people believe it was Beyonce. After all, there are only a handful of celebrities considered more high profile than Diddy, and Beyonce is one of them. As if that rumor wasn't shocking enough, a video later went viral of DaBaby spilling major tea about the time he was allegedly invited to Diddy's house for a secret, intimate meeting with Diddy, Beyonce, and Jay-Z. According to DaBaby, Beyonce actually walked up to him and personally introduced herself, almost as if she was flirting or trying to initiate something beyond a casual conversation.
Beyonce, I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put them out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Me and maybe about 15 others,
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, two of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put it into perspective of the type of company I was in
Right.
at the moment, And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to.
Right.
Beyonce, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop de whoop, and that was just dope. That was dope as hell to me, man. That was dope.
But it doesn't stop there, y'all. Do y'all remember the time Diddy made the members of Da Band walk 4 hours to downtown New York to get him a cheesecake from the cheese factory instead of just taking a car? Well, according to Freddie P,
Okay, fun fact a lot of people don't know. That cheesecake we went and got was for Beyonce. She was upstairs the whole time. What we was talking about again? Hold on. Yeah, that's a fun fact people don't know. People like, y'all walked and got a cheesecake. It was for Beyonce. I'll do it again. But yeah, because at first he was like, I want some cheesecake. But we took all night to do the process, right? So when we got back, it was like 4 or 5 in the morning. And me and Dallon got back first. Let me tell you how green these niggas is. So I'm the type of nigga, I listen to everything you say as if it's a contract.
Now, it's important to keep in mind that this info is alleged, but people seem to believe it's real. Some people are even telling Kim and Beyonce to pay up that $100 million since Chris doesn't want to do it because they stand to lose more than her. After all, they're the ones allegedly in those tapes, not Chris. One person said, if this is true, he knows exactly what he's doing. They're living under the same roof. So, in California, it's a common law marriage and the 10-year mark is a magic number. He will walk away with a huge payday. I'm sure he has signed some type of NDA, but he still will get paid. Another person said she wanted a young lover, so she got one, and that came at a cost. He knows all their secrets, which are worth a fortune on the market. Either she pays him, or the world learns what the Kardashians are really like. I don't feel sorry for Chris at all. But now, I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Corey reportedly blackmailing Chris with Kim and Boz tapes? And do you even believe that Kim and Beyonce are in the Diddy tapes? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.